What's up, everyone? It's your girl Karina. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the Cancer full moon. What a amazing way to end the year, right? Um, so what we need to do is look at Cancer. We need to look at how this is playing out for all the zodiac signs, right? So if you know your sun sign, more than likely, you can follow that. But if you know your moon sign or your rising, you can also listen for those, okay? Because we're doing this um, astrologically based through the houses, knowing your rising or which house the full moon is happening in, right, is going to help you out and be more accurate. So if you want to know more about astrology, check the descriptions down below. I'll be able to link you to my course on astrology, or if you want to join Patreon, I will be uploading course lectures on simple astrology, how to do astrology on my Patreon. So there are two ways that you can access and learn a little bit more. Okay. So the Cancer full moon is going to be is because we're in this energy now. It's all about how we are relating to our emotions, how we're gaining emotional fulfillment, how are we um, relating to our need for discipline. Why? Because the full moon is in an opposition, right, with the sun in Capricorn. So this is about dealing with what we need to feel right, like that space where you feel comfortable, that space where you feel that your privacy is comfortable, that your privacy is secure, that your privacy is nurtured by whomever you share it with, right? That's Cancer energy. And then going in opposition to the sun, which is in Capricorn, which wants you to work hard, wants you to be disciplined, wants you to go after your mission and your goals in life. So that sun in Capricorn is really having a stronger authority over the moon in Cancer. So we have to really look at what is inside of ourselves that might be conflicting. And we can do that by going through the astrology signs. So we'll do that tonight. Um, so I actually want to just pull Facebook on as well. So I'm going to do that. And while I do that, just let me know who's in the chat. Comment below your sun, moon, and rising, okay, and how you're feeling, and what are some of the maybe the themes of privacy that you are going through right now, um, or the themes of being vulnerable, the themes of being emotionally tapped in, emotionally full, right? Feeling like you are comfortable in whatever space you need to be comfortable in. This could be a home, this could be a shelter, it could be a work environment, right? Depending on where Cancer is actually in your chart, would help you even more to really understand how this energy is mirroring into your personalized, star blueprint, which you have. Um, Hi, welcome. Cancer, Sun, Leo, Moon, and Rising. Didn't feel like interacting with anyone today. Stayed home, cradled up in my blanket. Love it. I mean, Cancer energy is all about soft blankets. And yeah, just enjoying the coziness of comfort and security. So that's awesome. So let's pull on the Facebook family so that they can also join in. And I'm just gonna play Shanting for y'all right quick while I do that. Hold tight. I wake up in the morning, I'm a slave for the day. Pack up my emotions in a velvet suitcase. We got a things to talk about and carry my weight. Look up over your shoulder, crossing dimensional planes. Cold, like a hormone rain. Over the bridge of and every time I close my eyes. Okay, you guys, welcome on Facebook. If you're joining me for the Cancer full moon, I'm excited to have you here. I'm actually live streaming on YouTube as well. And I think that this is an important energy because, first of all, it's the final energy, the finale of 2020, which has actually been a moon energy year with the double twos, right? It's been a double moon year. And also connected to the four, it's been also tied to Uranus and the sun energy, which is about exciting, electrifying, shocking news, which 2020 is side of 2020 because 2021 is going to be a very stimulating and exciting year. If you thought 2020 was shocking, it was, but five is very exciting and will be extremely entertaining, especially if you have the right mindset. So, yeah, if you want to know more about 2021, I broke down the numerology of 2021 on the YouTube channel. I am coming out with astrology next. So stay tuned for that. But you can see me break down 2021 numerology. And so you guys can get that idea of what next year is going to be like. Okay. So, welcome. It's the Cancer full moon. Let's go through the signs. Let's talk about where the Cancer full moon will be happening according to your birth chart or to your birth planet, so the sun or the moon. um Depending on how much of your astrology you would know that. And again, if you know your sun sign, definitely drop that. But if you know your moon and rising, then this conversation is even more for you, so drop that too. Let me know who's in the building. Okay, so I'm going to start with Aries. So let me just pull up the chart here. We'll go through the houses. It's best to know exactly what house it's falling in your chart because even though we're going through the zodiac signs, it's more accurate knowing the house placement. Okay, if you know your house placement, drop that too. If you don't know your house placement, want to know more, check out the links that I have to my Patreon or to the course to learn more about astrology, learning the simplicity of reading a birth chart and how to interpret and break it down. Okay, I have an ongoing course where I'm constantly uploading lectures to that. So it's always growing. Right now, it's up to 4 hours of content. So it's pretty cool. Okay, so Aries. Hold on before I go any further. Timestamps below for anyone who is watching this later or who wants to come back. I'll have timestamps available. Unfortunately, Facebook, this will only be alive and then it'll be taken down. So if you want to come back, you have to come through to the YouTube channel to get the timestamps. Now let's start. Okay, so the Aries energy, if your sun, moon, or rising in Aries, the Cancer full moon is happening in your fourth house. This is a place of needing to be emotionally grounded, secure, and fulfilled, right? Because this is the area of home and shelter. So I think for Aries, you are developing or coming to conclusions, right now, completion about your relationship with your home, the time that you're spending at home, what kind of nourishment you need to feel at home. And also, you're dealing with the opposition of the sun in Capricorn, pushing you from the career house. So, as much as it's been really nice being at home, you still have that opposition from career, and it sees, the oppositions see each other. So you see that you need to focus on your career, but you're really enjoying the home space or learning how to enjoy it, learning how to get more fulfillment out of your home space. And the Capricorn energy from the career is pushing you to make sure you don't forget about your responsibilities to the world at large. Thinking about what it is that you want to say. Also, what is the expression, the message, the quotes, the mission statement, the purpose behind your career that is going to help you to be more fulfilled as well if you're able to integrate the need to focus on both areas of life. Okay, so if you're going against focusing on career and home, then you're going to have trouble. But if you're able to really, honor them both in priority, that's how you can utilize this opposition energy. Okay, something could be coming in that is really pressuring you to make a move or to speak up or to say something about career matters. So just keep that in mind if you see some sort of sunny type of person, Capricorn type of energy. either a boss, authority, or person who has sun, moon, Capricorn, or rising. They would all be these types of archetypes that would be role players in your Cancer full moon energy. And keep in mind that the Cancer full moon energy keeps, going on for at least the next 4 to 8 days. So it's still very, very strong, potent energy even after um, tonight. Okay. Taurus. Taurus sun, moon, and rising, you guys are having the Cancer full moon in your third house. Okay. This is an area that has to do with your ability to emote through language, through communication, through text, lyrics, short story writing, short script writing, letters, anything that has to do with outputting your energy with your hands and communication. So this is a time where you're really being pressured by the sun in Capricorn to also consider your truth. Okay, so don't just spit out whatever comes out of your mind. Don't just spit out whatever you feel, but also consider the disciplined nature of Capricorn that wants you to really define what it is that you stand for, what your truth is, what is your, like, if you're creating a course, what is the benefit, the gain that people are going to learn from you by you speaking up. So this is not about shallow gossip talk anymore. This is about having more quality to what it is that you are saying. And giving you more of an opportunity to show an emotional side of yourself, one that shows insecurities, one that shows vulnerabilities, one that shows aspects and shadows of yourself that you don't always reveal because you typically have your walls up, being an earth sign in the fixed nature. Okay, so moving forward, we have Gemini, and for you, the Cancer full moon is happening in the second house of possession. So something about an item, a product, or something that you own comes to light right now, making it very, or something you bought comes to light right now, making it very prominent, or some kind of completion or closure about this item, moving you into a new world. Okay, that new world is the pressure that is coming from your Capricorn sun energy, right? Which is asking for you to negotiate and consider how to share resources with somebody for on serious matters. This could be also splitting apart, or not necessarily, if you had shared resources, maybe no longer that is the case. But more than likely, this is about negotiating with Mercury playing a part here in your eighth house. But this is also about psychological, putting a light to your psychological intentions, desires, to what you buy, why you buy it, the quality that you buy it at. Are you being too extravagant, or are you being too cheap? These are things to look at. It's all based off of your emotional nature. So how you buy is related to what emotionally you need to feed at that time, which actually becomes very prominent for you, right? At this time to see, there's more of an awareness, a light that can be shined upon it based off of that pressure from Capricorn in the eighth house, which is somebody else that you're with, saying, hey, show me how we're going to make sure we are financially binded, or we are making decisions together based off of purchases, investments, yada yada. So welcome everyone. What's up? We have Gemini sun, Leo moon, Aries rising, Capricorn sun and moon, Cancer rising in the building, Pisces is in the building, Leos, Cancers are in the building. Welcome, y'all. Okay. And hi, everyone. Okay. What's up? What's up? What's up? Let me know on Facebook what's your rising, what's your sun, what's your moon. Um, let's keep the ball rolling, all right? Because we have just hit Gemini. So now we are moving Cancers. Cancer, this was a emotional outburst, if not anything more than really seeing how uh, showing off yourself in a way that is either emotionally insecure or confident. And then the sun, Cancer suns, this is a time where you have a new chance, a new beginning, but you have to deal with ego pressures from Capricorn. Okay, so let's talk about you guys, Cancers, because this is your full moon. Okay, if you are Cancer, this is about identity. A lot of it is about how you craft identity, personality, personas, depending on if you're moon, sun, or rising. Okay, the rising is like that character that you create for yourself, so branded characters so that people know your personality. But then the moon is like your actual private personal preferences, right? And then the sun is how you shine, it's how you express yourself, right? So this energy is coming to some sort of completion about how you do that, how you craft your personality, how you craft your um your way of being, how you let people know who you are, what you're about. That is coming to a big change for you. And this is a lot of pressure coming from Capricorn, right? The sun in Capricorn with Mercury here, forcing you to look at how you speak up for yourself, especially in one-on-one situations with relationships, people that you're, in some sort of bind or business or romantic nature for like a real committed like time. Um, so this is serious matters for you, and like I said, this energy is going to be pushing for the next 4 days, 4 to 8 days. So be very in tune with yourself. Even as the moon moves out of Cancer, you want to look at where are your triggers, what are the things that are authentically what makes you happy, what makes you emotionally fulfilled. Maybe even taking a time to write it down and note it for yourself, Cancer. Like, yo, when I do this, I feel great, right? I need to do more of these things in order to feel great. Hi, Macy. You said that you can't hear me. Let me know if you can hear me now. If not, I will put in my. You guys, let me know if you can hear me. If not, I'm gonna put in my microphones here to help amplify that. The sound is low. Okay. Thank you guys for letting me know so I can fix that. Okay. All right. So let me know if you hear me a little bit better now. Okay. All right. So let's keep it pushing. Um, All right, so we are on to Leo. Leo, you guys are having the full moon in an area that has to do with your sleeping patterns, your sleep habits, your dreams, your connections to past loved ones that have passed on. So this is a time where you might be actually uncovering and unlocking incredible emotional purges at this time, feeling like you're coming to some sort of end of something, right? An emotional climatic well, we had the climax and now you're falling into the closing of this story, of some sort of story when it comes to how you have been operating on a very subconscious level. The things about yourself that you haven't been able to see have been coming more to light and bringing more pressure from the sun in Capricorn. Okay, Leo, that's Leo rising, sun and moon. Sorry, I didn't say that. The sun in Capricorn coming from your daily work. So, what is your feeling? What is your focus? What is your purpose? What is your schedule? What is your health like? There could be some, maybe even psychosomatic symptoms, things that are coming up out of you due to emotional repression. So, this is a time to definitely connect to mother, connect to the relationship of mother for you, and how it's operating. It's very possible that one of the main role players will be feminine, um, spiritual teachers, healers, or actual mother, right? Giving you energy, giving you information, or upgrading you to some degree and helping you to realize something, to have a pivotal awakening of something. And it actually could really help with your health. So, you also want to speak up about your body, be more the areas in your body that aren't feeling well, putting focus and healing thoughts and energies to those parts of your body, because the pressure of Capricorn is no joke. Okay. Okay, so now we have Virgo. Okay, Virgo, you guys have Cancer in the 11th house. This has to do a lot with a feminine uh group of friends. Okay, I'm talking to Virgo, sun, moon, or rising. Um, there's going to be a focus of that for this full moon, and a completion or closure to something about that. You could have maybe a new level that you're relating to with one another, or somebody is leaving or losing a friendship. It could be connecting on a very spiritual way with a group of feminine energy types of people or modalities or events, right? So something like mysticism is feminine energy, psychic, going to a psychic convention is an example of an event that harbors feminine energy, or just tapping into your female friends and understanding emotional vulnerabilities through them and coming together to create something, to build upon something, to um, make life better for the feminine experience because it's moon energy. In 2020, you've got Capricorn, Sun, and Mercury opposing the moon in Cancer. So, for you, this is a lot of pressure, a lot of weight coming from having to be perfect in how you practice and do things. Maybe you have a speech or something that you're creating that you feel like you're giving a lot of pressure or perfection to, which is just fine. This builds a lot of discipline within yourself. But also keep in mind the fact that just being present, just being tapped in can be very effective as well in whatever creation that you're building that people want to see, people want to hear and ask for. And I think this is that feminine energy, is a feminine type of audience here for you. Okay. So moving on, we have Libra. You're going to have this full moon in your 10th house of career, Libra. If you're Libra sun, moon, or rising, uh, how you show your emotions, how you show that you care, how you show that you have compassion, how you show your dark nature, your shadow side, is how people remember you and recognize you. This is something that maybe if you don't have any personal planets in Cancer, Libra, then you may not always be aware of this because it's a corner that you can't always see. Libras are very successful once they tap into the Cancer energy in career because of the almost like it's not blind, but really just can't see the need to actually be full, and pour it out into the world. It's like if you're harboring water and carrying it for a long time, you carry it from the first house all the way to the 10th house, and that is when you pour it out. It's a very bizarre place to do it. Most people consider the world, the public, to be a place where you need to be perfect, where you need to have things looking good, um, operating in a way in which people follow you, respect you. That's that Capricorn energy. But with Cancer here, it's the complete opposite. And you learn that through actually unveiling all of that facade of leadership and authority that people actually they fuck with you. Okay. So you're getting that pressure from your household to pull that into more discipline, pull that into more organization, have conversations that you need to have so that you can do the work that you need to do for career fulfillment. That's for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay. Moving to Scorpio, this energy is very, hi guys, what's up? This energy is very connected to you because Scorpio and Cancer, they vibe with each other, they understand each other in a very emotionally lethal way. Learning how to harbor emotions in order to get what you want. Very big between these two signs. So, Scorpio, this is something that works very well for you because it's something that you can teach. And this full moon is big about you embodying a mentor, counselor, coaching, teaching, professor type of role, really gaining the knowledge and wisdom of life experience, of mistakes made, of being embarrassed, of being jealous, of being all these things, and actually bringing the knowledge, bringing the light to people so that they can understand this. Because what it actually is creating course a course of action for people to understand emotional feminine energy. There's a lot of pressure that is happening for you on how to perfectly execute your lectures, your teachings, how to do it right, how to do it, so that people can follow, so that people can comprehend what it is that you're saying. So you're very big right now on having a message that needs to be put out, and there's a lot of pressure by your authority energy of the Sun and Mercury in Capricorn opposing all this energy in that teaching house for you. Okay. Now, next we have um, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, this Cancer full moon is happening in a place that has to do with your sexual appetite, which actually is also connected to what motivates you and pulls you together, because sexual energy in that eighth house shows how we will ourselves towards something. So there's something that you're looking at right now when it comes to what propels you to make a move, right? What makes you want to change about yourself? What makes you want to transform yourself? Typically, you're not a receiving type of energy, Sag, but this full moon energy is about learning how to receive information, listening, being more penetrated than being the penetrator. Okay, especially with the South Node in your sign. I have a video on that as well. Now, the Sun in Capricorn is opposing your energy. This is in the area of financial income, value, self worth. And that's really desiring right now for you to be respected because of your money. And that could also be what is be paralyzed by the need to be also emotional. Um, this is a very mind on my money kind of energy, but it could also be something that triggers your relationship to how you're vulnerable with people, how you trust people. And when you don't trust people, right? And it's the same thing as dealing with money. If you don't trust people that deal with your money, how do you trust more integrated, more intimate relationships? It's the same idea. So you're really looking at these players, these role players in your life, the people that you're more intimate with, that you share more private parts of yourself, and the way that you interact with who you make money for or who you pay out and whatnot, right? They're the same type of relationships. And they both have a message here about operating in a way in how you can be respected versus demanding that respect. And so there's some lessons there that have to be learned. Moving forward, Capricorn, this is going to be in your seventh house of marriage, long term commitments. And this energy is focused on you with the sun in your sign. The sun with Mercury says that you have a lot to say. Maybe you have not been saying it. And there may be an emotional trigger through a partnership, um, more than likely through marriage, but could also be in business, that is propelling you to start to speak up for yourself. Um, this is going to be on the level of structure, on the level of prestige, right? It's not going to be like a rant on your Facebook, but something really important to say in a way that is manifested and created so that uh, your partner can hear it. But it also helps you to define who you want to be right now when it's about all this emotional energy. Okay, you could be surrounded by a lot of people who are like more in their emotional triggers, and they almost seem like enemies to you right now. Those could be the role players as well. Your enemies are these like emotional batshit crazy types of people. So you want to watch out. This very lunar energy that we're dealing with the Cancer full moon. Lunatic, lunar, they all are connected in that way. When we're looking at Aquarius, okay, you have the sun in Capricorn trying to hold it together, right? But everything is basically crumbling apart and dissolving, okay? You may find that you're surrounded by a lot of women on a day-to-day basis, or have been lately, pulling you more to have to deal with a feminine nature or deal with maternal types of figures. Could be women authority figures that are major trigger roles right now for you, especially when it comes to work environment or like at the doctor's office or something like that. So for you, you're trying to hold it together because you're out and about in a lot of ways, but at the same time, you are having to understand how this works in a work environment. Like, what is okay to be, what is privacy honored in a work environment? When are relationships too close? Like, when are they crossing boundaries? These are things to consider with this full moon energy. Pisces, this energy actually is very harmonious to your sign, being a water sign, you being a loving energy towards Cancer. So for you, this full moon harmonizes very well with you, gives you an opportunity to find joy again, to have more self expression again, to be your more authentic emotional self again. However, you are having pressure from Capricorn, that sun in Capricorn that wants more discipline and whatnot. For you to work hard at communicating with the people that surround you, the people that you make are making progressive moves with, to know what you're about, to start speaking your boundaries, but also to start revealing areas of your um, what makes you joyful, right? You might have had some need to shelter that. That's Cancer energy, sheltering what makes me joyful. But now's the time of sharing with these groups of friends, social groups, and people that you want to make moves forward with. They will be wanting to have conversations with you too. So if you've been looking to have a conversation with a friend, like a long conversation with a friend, this energy provides for that. But just know that you're going to have to deal with the integration of harsh versus, creative, like harsh rules versus creative output and creative energy. So if you ever feel like somebody's trying to control you, you might back down in a conversation with someone right now. So really being 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 connected to just what the type of people, what type of people, sorry guys, I got so distracted by someone's comment. What type of people do you want to be in your creative space that will help to nurture you to be more creative and help to nurture you to be more joyous, right? That they won't be afraid of it, or they won't actually try to control it. They won't try to cut it off as well with that Capricorn energy, but they will help to raise you up, make you feel like what you need and what you want. And your self expression, more importantly, is extremely important. So, that is the Cancer full moon for all the signs. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for all the comments. Someone asked, "What am I hiding behind the curtain?" Nothing. It's just a cart that you push your laundry with. Stay tuned for more videos coming to the channel. I'm working on my 2021 astrology videos, as well as uploading some lessons to Patreon. So check that out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. See ya later.